The challenge for me was to prove that you could start a forest, initiate a forest. Not so much forest restoration as people think of it, but forest establishment. Start trees, start a forest, and kind of recreate what nature has done and make a bunch of mistakes, but get a bunch of different species going and then let survival of the fittest take over. San Diego is 2 hours north of here. Ensenada is just the other side of the big bay that I look across. It's such a beautiful area. We have houses on the beach and about 2,000 expats are here. Hopefully the people that will come will be the kind of people that want to live in this kind of an environment and help me with the forest, not just have their own little space, but be a part of a bigger dream, a bigger vision, and people from around the world that want to live in this way and help me establish this forest. I've decided to sell lots over on the east side. These lots where you would come from above and build down the hill and have your view out to the ocean. And one of my biggest goals is to make sure that I've crossed all my T's and dotted all my I's.
Mark is about the most persistent, dedicated worker I know. He's worked on 400-year-old buildings in Italy and 100-year-old offices in England. He's worked on so many different types of architecture, all these old Victorian painted ladies up in Northern California and Central California. He's just worked on so many different things that when you combine all that experience in history and different styles of architecture and different styles of construction with this artist sense, it just becomes just an amazing combination. We have these guidelines like you can't block your neighbor's views and you have to use some kind of sustainable materials. You can't just build out of whatever you want, because that kind of defeats the purpose of this intentional community of trying to be sustainable in our approach to living here. And I also chose this area because there's a lot of fresh water. I talked to geologists, and back in the hills there's water everywhere. It's easier to get the solar and the wind and the water to an area that's a smaller area, and then everyone has access to the rest of the parks, the walking trails, the special event areas we're going to have set up, and a lot of that is already in place. You kind of have